Tonight's video is going to focus on dividing with remainders. I am going to now piece in the long division with the standard equation that we are going to begin learning tomorrow in class. So for this, you're going to be doing some drawing with base 10 blocks. I'm still going to use those, but you're also going to be showing each step that I'm going to use with the long division using the standard way. A lot of you probably saw this in third grade when you tried doing some division, but for some of us this is brand new. So coming tomorrow, you can come with questions, and please write those down in your log, okay? All right, so we're going to solve this first division problem. 38 divided by 3. And we're going to find our quotient. Now this can also be written in a different way. This is written in like my horizontal way with my equation, but it can also be written as 38 divided by 3. And your quotient would be up here in the top, okay? All right, so with that, I am going to go ahead and begin. As you know, like I said, I'm going to be doing base 10 blocks on the left and showing the actual like long division that's happening over here on the right. So what's happening is I'm kind of looking at this just horizontal equation using base 10 blocks to the left, but then I'm also looking at how to solve my division problem when it is set up with what I call like kind of like the table, okay? And finding my quotient on top. So let's go ahead, and I'm first going to begin by doing my base 10 blocks for 38. So go ahead and begin by drawing your base 10 blocks to model 38. So there's my 3 10s, and then I need 8 1s. Okay, and ladies and gents, you're going to want to pause the video until your base 10 blocks are drawn, and then push play so that you can continue with me. Okay? Okay. So, your base 10 blocks are drawn. Let's go ahead and begin. Starting with 38 in base 10 blocks and dividing it into 3 equal groups. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my division problem. I have 38 blocks in all. Okay? I am going to divide into 3 groups and figure out how many blocks are in each group. Okay? So 38 blocks in all, divide into 3 groups, figure out how many blocks are in each group, and that will be my quotient. Okay, so I'm going to first divide my 3 10s that I have into those 3 equal groups. So I'm going to start by just kind of pushing my 1s to the side. Now it's easier for you because you have them drawn in there. You can easily see that we have 3 10s already, so it's pretty easy to divide those into our 3 equal groups. Okay, into our 3 groups that we have. Okay? So that first step, when I'm looking at my long division, is written like this. I had 38 blocks in all. I'm dividing them into 3 groups. I divided first the 3 10s that were there. That's the 3 10s right here in 38. I found that I can see that I only have 1 10 in each group. 1 10 in each group. Okay? So now I multiply the 1 10 times the 3, and that equals 3. I write it right below that 3 that is in the tens place for the 3 10s that I just broke up into the 3 groups. Next is to subtract, and I notice that I have 0 left over. There were no 10s that were left off to the side that I did not get to put into groups equally. Okay, so that's why I have 0 left over. Okay, now I compare. I want to see that this number here after subtracting is less than my 3 groups, and it is. 0 is less than 3, so check. I'm ready to go on to my 1s. Okay, so now I'm going to take my 8 ones and divide them between those 3 groups the best that I can. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place one at a time in each of my groups. Okay, until I notice that I cannot place an equal amount in each group. So I notice here that I have 2 in each and 2 left over. I could not take these 2 and place them equally into those 3 groups. Okay, so that tells me that I have 2 ones in each group. Now I multiply. 2 times 3 equals 6. All right, hold on one sec. Let me back up. Okay, so I need to bring down this 8. Why? Because that's the 8 that I just moved over into those 3 groups. Now I can multiply that the 2 ones that I just placed in those 3 groups by the 3. So 2 ones times the 3 equals 6. Now I subtract. 8 minus 2, 8 minus 6 is 2. And that 2 is how many are left over. As you can see, I have 2 left over that did not make it into my 3 groups. Okay? Compare, is 2 less than 3? Yes, it is, and that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So this written as a final would be a remainder of 2, like we learned in yesterday's yesterday morning's video. Okay, so there, ladies and gents, is how using my long division works, but also showing you the model still that we did yesterday together in class. So my final quotient is 12 remainder 2. That is how many blocks are in each group. 12 are in each group with a remainder of 2 off to the side. All right, ladies and gents, as you come tomorrow in class, I'm going to give you a problem where you can do base 10 blocks inside base 10 blocks to solve, but then also trying to show me, do you know how to do this after us doing the video, okay? All right, in your math video, on your log for your math problems, I want you to answer this question for me. How did you feel about using long division to find the quotient? So again, in your math log, on your math videos log, I want you to answer this question in your math problems section. How did you feel about using long division to find the quotient? How do you feel about doing this long division here? And answer me with a complete sentence. I'll see you tomorrow in class.